15 of the Texas wall with Blinktattoo, Blinktattoo, and then the ding.
Let's be real. I have zero idea what I'm doing anymore. From getting up in the morning to getting dressed, I literally went Winnie the Pooh for the last 10 minutes because I couldn't find pants that I really wanted to wear. Then we have Pixel over here just living her best life. And me not understanding much of anything. It's a wonderful day outside. I'm about to do some tattoos and I'll, I don't know, try to figure out my shit later.
Let's try this again. Whew, it's hot in here. Anyways, let's talk about tattooing and what you should and shouldn't do, because at the end of the day, that's going to be the most logical thing, is to know what you should look for in a shop and what you shouldn't look for in a shop. Rule number one, going into any shop, no matter what it is look for their work first, because that should be the base. That should be the guidelines. Whether it's an Instagram page, whether it's their website page, whether they have photos and books that are just sitting there, look for their work, because you know what, not everybody can do an infinity sign or can do a portrait. Like, I know I went from A to Z there, but look at their work first, or you're going to end up maybe with some shaky lines, some spotty shading, whatever it is, because it's the most important thing. If you look at somebody's work and you see some sketched in like name that is hollow and has so many different spots of just shakiness and look like they just did drugs in the alley, don't go to that person. Don't get tattooed by somebody who has no idea what they're doing. Too many people can just pick up a machine and say, hey, I'm a tattoo artist now. That is not the case. You gotta literally focus on straight lines, solid saturated shading. You gotta focus on things that actually matter to create a good tattoo. Not everybody's perfect, so don't look at every meticulous little line and say, oh my God, this beautiful piece, but this little line is shaking in the leaf. Like, don't go out and nitpick like that. But overall, you gotta make sure you're looking at things that actually matter. You gotta make sure you're looking at things that will fit your tattoo. So if you're getting a geometric piece or a line work piece, look for things that kind of look similar, to look like the ability to do certain things, such as dot work or solid bold lines and solid like fine line tattoos. You gotta put yourself into a position in which you're successful. You're successful in getting this tattoo, because if you're not and you're putting yourself into a position where it's not gonna look good, why bother even doing it? Don't be afraid to say no to the artist. That is a huge one when it comes to it. If you're gonna sit there and just be a yes person or a yes man or woman, whatever, you're gonna make yourself into a super uncomfortable position when you don't actually like the tattoo and you're allowing this person to put it on your body forever. Don't be afraid to say no to the artist. Don't be afraid to ask them to change something, because if you want to live with somebody else's shit for the rest of your life, go for it. But if you want to live with the thing that you wanted for the rest of your life, do that, because that's what matters. So if there's an addition that the artist made for the artistic freedom that they had, and you don't like it, don't say yes to it. Just be like, hey, I'm not enjoying this part of the tattoo. Can we change that? Be sure to remember you can say no. Like, I've had that happen to me multiple times, in which I'm sitting in front of a client and we're going over the design and they're like, oh, I don't know about this spot. And I'm just like, okay, cool, it's your tattoo. End of the day, whether or not I think it looks better or whether or not you gave me artistic freedom for it and I designed what I did and they're not digging it, it's not my body. It's their body. So why am I going to fight them on it? It's the silliest thing I've ever heard. I go to work to make sure that my client is happy. It's a customer service industry. And if you're not realizing that you are there to service the customer, I just don't get the industry sometimes. Make sure the shop is credible. That should be a good one too. Make sure the shop that you go into are health certified. You're not getting it done in somebody's basement, kitchen, or even garage for that matter. I've seen too many at-home jobs come in where I have to fix some things because they knew a friend who could do it cheaper. Or they knew a friend who doesn't work in a shop but come over to do it. Just look for a credible shop. That goes without saying. Don't go to your friend's basement. That's just a stupid idea. Don't think that your friend's garage is the way to go. I wanted to start a place called My Friend's Place a while ago when I first started tattooing, where each station was dressed up as a part of the house. Like one station would be the garage, one station would be the kitchen, another a bedroom. Like in my head, I thought it was funny. I thought it was a very comical idea. Pure satire on at-home tattooing, but these days it's just getting worse and worse. Like you could go to TikTok shop or Amazon or eBay. Is eBay even still around? Yeah, I'm sure eBay's still around. And pick up a tattoo kit, and you know what? Boom, you're a tattoo artist. Fuck it. Who cares? Just fuck your friends up. No, that's not the way either. That's not a good idea. If you're not feeling the shop and you're not sure about it, ask for a consultation. Contact your artist or contact their assistant, whatever they are, ways of dealing with them, and just reach out and be like, hey, I want to schedule a consultation to talk about a tattoo I want to get. If it's a simpler tattoo, infinity sign, line work, flowers, whatever it may be, like a smaller tattoos, more than likely they're not going to take a consultation. But if it's a bigger tattoo, sleeve work, back piece, thigh piece, whatever, bigger pieces, maybe bigger to some, smaller to others, but at the end of the day, if you want to feel more comfortable with your artist, go get a consult. A consult is a good way to kind of connect with your artist about ideas and all that fun stuff in relation to your tattoo. Not all artists do consults, and it's weird to say that. I personally am very hit or miss whether or not I'm going to take a consult. It's whether or not I think that the tattoo at hand is going to need a consult. It really all depends. Sleeves, back pieces, yeah, that's going to be the best thing to do. Get a consult in, look over their tattoos, look over what they're feeling on their style that they want to go for, and design it based off of that. Get pictures of the area that I want to tattoo, all the fun stuff. With style, you have to literally pick and choose your artist based on what you think they're best at. Don't go to a traditional artist for a portrait. Don't go to a black and gray artist for, I mean, some black and gray artists. Don't go to a black and gray artist for some fine line, because a lot can't do everything. A lot aren't well-rounded these days. Like, they like to pick a specific niche. No. Yeah, they like to pick a specific category and put themselves into that and full invest into it, which is fine. Like, everybody deserves to do what they want to do. I was taught early on in my career to do everything that walks in the door, because if you can't do everything that walks in the door, you're not paying your bills. That goes without saying that it's a true fact and not so true fact, depending on where your shop is located, depending on the traffic that comes in, depending on your clientele, depending on how long you're booked out for. I still like doing everything to this day because it keeps me interested in doing what I do, which is tattooing. If I didn't continue doing everything, then I think I'd be in a much weirder position and don't think I'd enjoy it as much, because everything would just be so similar to me, and my ADHD brain does not compute that way. So back to the portfolio. Look at the portfolio. If you see things that they have done in the past, contact them, get things rolling, figure out what they want to do, figure out what you want to do, how much it costs, and again, don't be afraid to say no. It's a very short video, very sort of educational. I may have talked about myself a little bit too long. I just want to get something out. I haven't posted on YouTube in a couple weeks, and I want to keep on trying to be a little bit more consistent with what I'm doing. So if you think that there's something else that I should have talked about, please comment below, like the video, share the video, whatever YouTube people do. Don't know. I'm just here. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you on the next one.